Imagine a life where you wake up every single morning, excited and fulfilled. A life that you make every decision that is aligned with your deepest values, aka living your dream. This isn't a fantasy. It's within your reach. Everybody has their unique perspective of what it means to live their best life. But remember, your best life does not dictate by others, but is defined by you. Sometimes and a lot of the time, living your best life takes guts. In this video, I'll be talking about my invented guidelines, which I think they make up the important parts of living your best life. First and foremost, what are the things that give you energy? This is the most fundamental question that you can ask for yourself when it comes to creating and living your best life. Knowing this one thing or a few things that is energy in for you is extremely helpful. It will help you to make a lot of decisions that is right for you in your life. The way to describe energy in activities, it's when you engage in these things that you feel the most alive. It lights you up. It's when you engage with these activities, it almost feels like you have this supernatural energy that you can non-stop doing this thing. It feels like there's always something that ignites that light within you. Whereas the opposite, if something that is energy out activity for you, you will feel that your energy drops. Whether it's a choice or an activity, you will notice you will get drained so easily when engaging with them. Everything is subjective. There's no good or bad. Some love one thing more than the other. It's all down to your choices. Once you've identified with these things, I think it's very important to set goals to upgrade with these things. As you evolve, these passions also better evolve with you. You want to build your life around these things and activities that are energy in for you. Sometimes we do these things because it simply fills us back with energy. It's only your responsibility to continue to nurture and grow these passions that you know deep down they are your things. A few years ago, I felt lost and stuck a lot. I realized because I stopped evolving together with my passion, which gave me the most energy. The turning point was when I started take responsibility to shape my reality. I took a step back, identified my passions and the vision that I want to bring into my life, and started setting goals reflect on that vision. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. Connecting to your dream is all excitement. This is when you feel the most alive, the most inspired, when you envision your best life. But there's also a little bit of stress. That's a good kind of stress. Let me explain. When it's stressful and uncomfortable, it comes from a sense of expectation that you know what? You will have it. You will do it. When it's stressful and uncomfortable, it means your mechanism is trying its best to get into the practical mode, to put you into action mode, that how you are going to turn that into reality. So in that sense, it's a good kind of discomfort because it gives you goosebumps that will keep you so accountable and motivated to work on the goals that reflect on that vision. That's how you close the bridge between your dream and reality. Pay attention to your daydreaming is another form of manifesting. It's something that you're naturally drawn to. Sometimes it's when we see something, our immediate reaction is that if I could, ... Maybe it's not now, but use that as a source of inspiration to potentially be part of your best life. So both the exciting bit and the stressful bit are necessary in the manifestation. You need to learn to balance out the stressful bit, which is more about the practical, and the exciting bit, which is about connecting to a vision. Because we all know the more we lean into whatever the energy, we create more of it. So be mindful about your thoughts and energy that you put out because it creates and accumulates. Now let's move on to talk about the major obstacles in living your best life. When it comes to things like facing judgment of others, the need to obtain validation and how to overcome them. Like we have subjective preferences and choices on things and activities. When it comes to committing to a pursuit of certain path, or choice, we will inevitably face these obstacles. We will inevitably receive the subjective opinions of others. The best way to go about all of that is to finally focus on yourself and your goals. Like I said, it's so important to set yourself goals that reflect what it means for you to live your best life. If we are not constantly working or pursuing our goals, it's so easy to drawn into agenda of others. You need to have the courage to stay on your own life track, and it has nothing to do with others. It's your choice. You know what? I stay on my side of the street. I focus on living my best life because I know what my best life consists of. I don't need your validation because my best life can only define by myself. Now focus on what you can control. The things you can control are the effort you put and the mindset you can utilize to live your best life that you know you deserve. When that picture is so clear to you, you simply stop the energy that doesn't reflect that vision. Stop that dysfunctional story. Stop that dysfunctional doings. Because there are only two ways. They either draw you closer to your best life or they repel you from your best life, which you have defined it for yourself. Now I'm going to be real honest with you. This might be the biggest obstacle that no one really talks about when it comes to pursuing your best life. Listen. There will be challenges no matter what, where it's dark and hard. This is also the universal hard truth. The only way out is to embracing your future. And by embracing your future and knowing where you are going will remind you that you have control in this moment. Your vision of whatever it means to you to live your best life, it's the ultimate way out of whatever your current imperfect going in your life. Your current emotion is so easy to attach to the labels that isn't in line with your future ideal self. The label you give yourself should serve a purpose. That purpose is pulling you towards your dream life, towards a version of you that is confident, creative, that you are the only one who can define it. I also want to remind you that it's your responsibility for the emotions that you get from whatever thing, including your vision or dreams or anything. I suggest you to take the emotions and feelings that contribute to your goals and your dream and your best life, like inspiration, excitement, motivation, intrinsic strong motivation. We talked about the importance of having your vision, and on the other hand, being stuck is usually a dilemma of choosing between the past and the future. Listen, your present self needs a vision that is inspiring enough that will drive you to continue live your best life. Your future self has already made all the decisions. Your future self has already laid out all the things that you need to do. You thank for your future self for such ease that it has allowed you to be, that it has created for you. When it gets hard, your current self would have to go through it as it is. And sometimes your current emotion is what makes it the hardest. And when you focus on your vision, there's an energy shift happening there. Did you notice that? You appreciate more about your future self for guiding your way, even in the challenging part. And your future self will thank you for being consistent with your vision of what it means to live your best life. Listen, you're so worthy of receiving and living the best life that you have set for yourself, because you know you're putting the hard work, you are going through the tough things, that it will all worth it. And the sweet spot is that you know so well that it will be and it will come. When you are so laser focused on that vision and acting from your future self, all of a sudden that kind of struggle isn't on your way. All of a sudden what held you back isn't on your way because they simply aren't in your vision. Your vision is grander and you focus on the bigger picture. When you choose your vision rather than emotionality or anything else, you send a message to the universe that you choose to move forward with purpose and faith. Now is about taking action. Take aligned actions. You have to trust your system so much that what you are experiencing and what you're feeling is real, that you should walk away from a certain situation or things that don't align with you. If something opposes your best life, is the biggest clue that you should walk away. Because remember, your best life can only define by yourself. That are wisdom that is always guiding you, so pay attention to them. They will tell you how you want to spend your time and energy. Remember, it's a conscious choice you can make. Don't overthink it. Just do it. Simply do it. It's not the judgments or any other problems that will stop you from living your best life. Simply move on your vision that will clear the way. Stop waiting to gain back motivation. It's not something to be discovered. They are always with you. And just to ignite with them again, they are created through proactive and forward action. Motivation is finally getting into the practice of your goals. Obviously, we will experience some aspect in life that we don't really like. It's not always joyful or pleasurable, but there's something transferable about experiencing the experience. You see light at the end of the tunnel. You experience what it's like to live your best life. And so you're more appreciative about the life that you can create and live for yourself. You're more appreciative about everything in becoming your best self and putting every single effort you can to create and live your best life. The secret to have more peak experiences is when you act outside of your comfort zone. And there you grow. You only grow outside of your comfort zone. And this discomfort is what makes you extra motivated and keep you so accountable for the actions you take towards your best life. Remember, your reality is within your control. It's within your control to walk away energy and situation that don't meant to be in your best life. And it's within your control that to always choose to create and live your best life. So take the lead. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up. I'm curious how you define your best life. Oh, also check out my personal note in the description box. Subscribe to become our best self. Live our best life together. I appreciate you. I'll see you soon.